Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mule channel. Today I'm doing a review of Morbius number 5. Morbius the Living Vampire from Marvel. And this is just a variant cover with Spider-Woman. She's not actually in the book. But that would have been a good place for her to come back, but that's okay. So we know the story about Michael Morbius. But now, as it says, after raiding multiple villains' base operations to acquire the necessary chemicals and tools to attempt to quell his vampirism, Morbius is now staring at the woman he once loved, Elizabeth, who's also the sister of his dead best friend and scientific partner, Emil. With the amazing Spider-Man, the only thing standing between Elizabeth and the monster that Morbius has become is the Melter, who's using Morbius research to concoct his own twisted formula, which has transformed his henchmen. This is written by Vita Ayala. Pencilers are Marcelo Ferreira and Francesco Immobili. Inkers Roberto Poggi, JP Meyer, and Scott Hanna. That's a lot of inkers. Dono Sanchez Almara is the colorist. So you're seeing the name Vita Ayala, and we know that she has a questionable history so far of writing books, but I think this is her best book. There's no weird shit in here. It's just a straight up old-fashioned comic book with Spider-Man, Morbius, and this new Elizabeth character. Morbius says, "I killed your brother, ruined your life, and you are still too weak to do what needed doing. I am trying to fight it, but I can't. Please stop me." So he injected himself with more stuff, and he's going a little crazy. He's got like these wings now, and Spider-Man and Elizabeth are trying to stop him. And then they kind of they stop fighting, and Elizabeth says, "We must assume he will already be testing his serum and use other notes from these trials to create an antidote. We must have a truce." So she's talking about the Melter, who at the end of the last issue used his formula on his henchmen. So like most of his henchmen are now evil monsters, and they're gonna fight. Check out the video I did on this upcoming series, Children of the Atom, where Gambit is a black woman. This is Marvel girl Jean Grey. She's now overweight woman, and Cyclops is a he, she, they, and Archangel is black. Yep. I don't have to say anything else. So the Melter uses his formula on himself, and he gets this really cool like dog face. Again, this art is crazy good by Marcelo Ferreira. He's done most of the art on the 5 issues. And shout out to the colorist as well as Dono Sanchez Almara, because everything just pops. It's good use of color, and we get this 2-page spread here of Spider-Man, Morbius, and Elizabeth kicking ass. Spider-Man has a little quip where he's like, what is it? Spider-Man comes crashing and he says, "Avon calling." "I never kid about affordable yet luxury gifts for you and your loved ones." "All right, no lotions. Got it. Can I interest you in a tall glass of just stay down so we can change you back? It's fresh." Okay, humor. We know Spider-Man's at least written to be a little goofy. And I'm going to skip a few pages. So we have Morbius is saying that the Melter modified the serum. "I must get to the workstation to understand how to fix this." And Elizabeth's like, "Go quickly." And she's like standing on some guy's throat, like she's pretty badass. And it's not in like Captain Marvel, like men are like evil way. It's just she's just cool, and she's fighting with Spider-Man. And you know, we get proper characterizations. Spider-Man's like, you can't just kill these men. Elizabeth says, they are not men, they are monsters, and your solution did not work. I will make sure that they do not have the opportunity to harm any innocent. Just give us a chance. So Spider-Man's trying to make sure that Elizabeth doesn't kill these guys. Elizabeth isn't really a crime fighter. She's a vampire hunter. She was going to come back and kill Morbius because Morbius killed her brother by accident. And there's some, banter about them. Like, she wants to kill, he doesn't want to kill. We got proper characterizations. The art is good, the writing's good, everything's good. And again, there's not too much really dialogue going on because it's still a fight right now. But Morbius says, "Away, fool! Do you not want to go back to your own farm? Do you not understand what I would have given even for that chance?" So Morbius is all mad that these guys are like, huh. And then he ejects himself again. It's like, how many times is this guy gonna inject himself? Spider-Man says, "I promise not to complain about subway rats ever again." She's like, "Why must you always jest?" Again, okay, Spider-Man is at least Spider-Man. This is all we can hope for, okay? And then Morbius has a formula. He puts it into this eagle thing, and then he goes back to normal. Melter's like, "That's not good, that's not good." And basically, they do that to a couple of them. A couple of the monsters do escape. It is done. The authorities can handle the rest, I believe. And then the Melter says, "Why not stick around? I bet they'd love to talk to you about your nocturnal activities." Spider-Man says, "Don't worry, I'll make sure he gets the best cell in the raft." And then, if you want this comic, you can put in this code right here. And then we got a preview for the new Warriors. The new Warriors, aren't they amazing? They're approved by the government, approved by the order of the U.S. government. The new Warriors are hereby sanctioned to operate alongside with impunity. April 2020. The authorized contractors are the strategist Daniel Kibblesmith, surveillance Luciano Vecchios, securities RB Silvas. You see, we have, look at that team. Isn't that a great team? That's the old New Warriors. Diverse team, 2 women, 1 black guy. No, sorry, 2 women, 2 black guys, and 1 white guy. That's a diverse team. But this is like super diverse team. Look at that team. Snowflake, Safe Space, Internet Gas Man, Trailblazer, B Negative. Aren't they cool? Aren't that team cool? Or is this team cool? Is this team cool? Or is this team cool? Anyway, okay, so we end the comic with Morbius and Elizabeth talking. Elizabeth, listen to what she says. "I must discover who the woman I want to be is, and that means leaving you and all you represent behind. Goodbye, Michael. May we both find peace." And Michael's all sad. He's like, "I will make things right, Emil. I'll find that good we both searched for." Again, this is good writing. Vita, Ayala, this is good writing. Keep it up. And I'll talk about that when we finish the book. We got about 2 pages left. So Michael Morbius finds this rat guy. He injects him with the substance, and now he's normal again. He says, "But I was the fool for thinking I could so simply answer the question such a complicated, so simply have the answer to such a complicated question. The drive is still there to search and discover and to improve. I only pray that my need for a solution will not overcome my reason. I wish to only be a man." But the next issue is fighting cops. How does that work? But we'll see. Issue 6. April 15th, the same day as the new Warriors book comes out. I wonder which one people will buy from Vita Ayala. She's got 2 books out. Okay, so about Vita Ayala and this, she is an SJW, but that's fine, because the thing about SJWs is they can actually, they can write. Some of them can write pretty well. The problem is that when they're pushed into the SJW woke agenda area, that's when they get insane. You know, that's when they get loco. That's when they want to change everyone's skin color, change everyone's gender. They go loco, and you know, the people in the company let them do that. The editors, the people like C.B. Sobalski, Sana Amanat, these people are left-wing extremists, as far as I'm concerned. They're identitarians, and they love this stuff. They love it. Every day they dream about people's identity. But when you take somebody who is an SJW writer and you put them under an editor like Devin Lewis or Nick Lowe. Devin Lewis is doing this Morbius book, but like Nick Lowe, I think, does Daredevil or something. Like, if you put them under competent editors and assistant editors, they do normal work. And when the characters are not gay or gender swapped or whatever, they're just normal characters. Like Michael Morbius, he's just a normal guy, really. He's a white guy who turned evil, but he's just a normal guy. And when you give writers like Vita Ayala a regular normal character, or Sina Grace, you give them a regular character, they can write. Like Sina Grace is doing some writing on Power Rangers, and it's not bad. It's not weird. It's not SJW. It's not anything like that. But when you put him on like Iceman, who they turned gay after 50 years of comics, he suddenly was gay. Not bi, he was gay. Despite 50 years of chasing women. That doesn't make sense. But you put them in that environment, and then they go loco. They go absolutely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So you have to put these people in just a regular environment with an editor who will say, hey, I don't like that dialogue. Hey, I want better art or whatever. The problem is that there's editors at Marvel who are so scared of these people. Editors at Marvel who are scared of someone who's black and queer. They are scared of them. So they let them do whatever they want to do. That's the problem with Marvel Comics. 3 out of every 10 books can be great at Marvel, but the other 7 are what people talk about. Nobody's talking about Morbius series. It's on issue 5 now, and it's very good. I actually have a lot of the 90s Morbius ones too, and I think 2015 was his last series. Now I have like 12 issues of that. Like, I'm a pretty big Morbius fan, and this is to the character. Spider-Man was written to the character. Elizabeth is new, but she has a character, you know? Everything's good in this series, but no one's talking about it because the only thing that people want to talk about is all the woke shit. Like, we can just go through this book. Look at the ads in this book. Never forget the Avenger atrocities. This is the Skrulls. Yeah, no one cares. Empire. Yeah, no one really cares. The New Warriors. Yeah, nobody cares. And then there's one with Vita Ayala, one of her books. Children of the Atom. Nobody cares. But this is what's gonna get all of the attention, not the actual books that are good that they make. That's what Marvel Comics doesn't seem to understand. You cannot make these joke books and all these joke characters and be taken seriously. We're in the middle of a global pandemic. People are not going to be buying comic books for like 6 months. 6 months from now, how many stores are going out of business? And because nobody wants to go there. There is no books other than maybe 10 series right now in all of comics that people will like risk their lives to buy. Like, you can't make this dumb shit in this current economy. And I know that obviously this stuff was made months ago when the coronavirus wasn't really a thing, but it is now. So you better pivot and start making good decisions, because there's a reckoning coming for the comic book industry. You can't make woke garbage. It takes people's eyes away from the actual stuff that is good, and you have to change your behavior. So you can please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Hopefully you made it this far, about 15 minutes. And yeah, please subscribe to my channel if you're not. Recommend my videos to your friends or share them, whatever. We'll get the word out from the channel and we'll keep growing. If I can get a new subscriber every day, I'd be happy with that. And thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.